Right, it's Monday night and I'm lucky enough to get the Tuesday off, so I popped down to the Specimen Lake on the Syndicate, the tough one that me and Jay hasn't had any fish out of yet, and I brought Rich along, well, mainly for one good reason: he's actually had a few fish out of here.
Yeah.
Some absolute crackers, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had, luckily enough to well, join this year and managed to have one of the big ones out at 34.7. Usually goes about 38 pounds, so yeah, quite happy with that one.
Nice. And you've had 4 or 5 others, haven't you?
Yeah, some really scaly, pretty fish out of here. So yeah, hopefully we can bag one tonight.
Yeah, he's already shown me the killer rig, so which he's good enough to show everyone a bit later, and it will apply to most weedy lakes, I guess.
Yeah, it works generally. I've fished in a few lakes like this before, so so it you know, it picked me up a lot of fish out of there. So hopefully it will work on here for you.
Well, that's it. Well, good news is as well, it's pretty dead simple, isn't it?
Yeah, and plus we got pretty much the whole lake to ourselves. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Right, Rich, we've just got down here. Nice clear spot in the weather.
Yeah.
Like I was saying to you on the phone, mate, me and Jay have come down here a few times, mainly gone with a bottom bait in a solid bag or something, find a clear spot.
Yeah.
You do something different. You've had a lot of carp out. So just wondering what your tactics are, what sort of method you're using.
Well, when I first joined here, I noticed that a lot of the anglers were just whacking out a marker float, looking for clear areas in the weed, and putting loads of bait around it and fishing solid bags like yourselves. Yeah, and I just find that, you know, the fish have probably been absolutely hammered off those spots. You know, I see them sitting there for 2-3 days without a take, and then maybe get one take. But when I've watched the water, I find a lot of the carp spend a hell of a lot of the time in the thick weed, and you know, moving around the big thick weed beds. So what I've tended to do is look for areas which have got sort of 2 or 3 foot of weed, and try and present a bait on the top of it.
All right.
You know, the carp, I think, will probably pick natural food up out the weed anyway. So why not present a bait there, you know?
Definitely, yeah. Well, like you say, you always see them up in the upper layers, don't you? Even on the blowiest, or well, all throughout the summer we've seen it. So yeah, what have you done to pop your bait on top of the weed? Yeah,
so basically, as probably most of you have seen, I fish with a naked chod. So you've got a sort of a 2-ounce zip lead, which sort of you can get out to good areas with it. You know, it's a good casting lead. It settles in the weed nicely. Then we've got just basically on your main line, you've got a small bead just to stop the hook link fouling up on the lead. This will slip down when you have a fish, so you know the lead, it's not going to get it's not trailing in the weed and stuff. And then about 8 foot above that.
Crikey, 8 foot.
About 8 foot, yeah. It makes the casting a bit difficult. We've got another bead to stop the rig flying too far back.
Right.
But what actually happens when this goes into the weed, the hook link is up at 8 foot, and will just come to settle down on the top of the weed. So you're presenting the bait straight on the top of it.
Okay, cool. So I guess kind of as it hits the water, obviously the buoyancy of the pop up, make it almost hit the top bead.
That's it.
But then with the weight, you know, a bit of putty you put around the bottom.
That's it. Sinks.
Make it just sink down slowly on top.
Just straight on top of the weed, and then you're you know, you're fishing effectively.
Genius. So any fish kind of skimming over the top, hopefully see your pop up, bit of food, and
that's it. Well, I think with weed about 2-3 foot off the bottom, they use that as a patrol route anyway. Sure. And they're picking baits up out, and then I normally scatter, you know, 30-40 baits over the top, so the baits are sitting at all different levels, and they you know, and that's what's produced the fish for me anyway.
Quality. Well, like I say, what pop up are you using?
This is a Starman Products coconut pop up.
Nice, lovely. I'm going to go with a good old-fashioned Mistral pineapple. You can't go wrong with pineapple flavour, and well, we'll get them out there, mate, and hopefully we'll manage to get one in. Like we say, one fish between us will definitely be a result.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It's just a quick overnighter, really.
There's a few biggies in there as well.
Yeah, just a few. Probably, what is it, about 10-15 named fish?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, one of those would be absolutely a dream. But anyway, right, let's get it out.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, there we go. Chris had a screaming run 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, what time is it? About 9, isn't it?
About 9 o'clock, yep. Same rod you had the liner on, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the one I put on top of a crashing fish, but that was about, got to be 4 hours ago now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just on the old rig Rich showed us, but with a Mistral pure pineapple pop up on it.
Spot on.
So yeah, it's getting a bit solid now. So
yeah, it's probably in the weed.
Right, Rich. I'm actually playing a fish at the moment.
Well, he's still on, isn't he? So
yeah, I mean, I don't want to shine the light too far into the lake.
It's just a case of sit and wait now, isn't it?
That's my rod there, and we're just waiting for that reel to start spinning. It's been we've had the rod down for about 15 minutes now because obviously buried in weed. I've just given it a bit of tension. And there's definitely still a fish on there. So what do you say, Rich? Just wait for it to kick itself out?
Wait for them to move themselves out of the weed. I've had it before. The first and second fish I had out of it, both feeding me up for over an hour. And in fact, one of the fish I had to swim out for and free from about I don't know, 9-10 foot of weed. So it will kick itself out for it, you know. And the rig we're using generally hooks them really well anyway. So I don't think there's a fear of the hook coming out. It's just a case of sit and wait. Sit on your hands.
Yeah, I will do, mate. It's hard to do though, knowing the fish in here.
It could be the 40-pounder. Not to put too much pressure on you.
Ah, Jesus. Well, I've just got the rig back in. It's somehow, like they have a knack of doing it. It transferred the hook to the weed. I thought it was coming in a bit too easily, but
there we go.
There you go though, but the method's working.
It's a
screaming run, there's fish down here. I'll get this back in and hopefully it won't be too long before it goes off again. But
yeah, let's get one.
Honestly though, cockhead. Absolute cockhead, that. Here we are, no success on session 1. Session 2, we've set up in a swim called Gate Swim. We've actually, if you see, we've got all the rods together. I'm joined again by with Rich. Don't know if you can see him there. See that bivvy poking out? As you can see, the weather is just miserable really. We're quite lucky we're actually on the back of the wind, but before Rich came down he had a good look round. There's plenty of fish showing in front of us, so we're not too worried about that. But yeah, it's really raining now, but apparently later we've got a big low coming over. There's going to be strong winds, a lot more rain. I've just heard in the weather just before it came 3 inches overnight, so it could be a bit hectic, but it's pretty perfect fishing conditions really, isn't it?
Yeah, the pressure's going to drop, I think, so looking good for a bite, I think.
Well, that's it, mate. Session 2, Rich.
Yeah.
You said you... Let's hope either one of us gets one so we can show everyone the lovely fish in here.
It'd be nice to have a trophy shot for the morning, wouldn't it?
Definitely, mate, definitely. Like I say, we're just using the same tactics as Rich showed you last time. But I've actually got my 3rd rod here now. So hopefully that should increase the chances by, I don't know, about 18%. So yeah, you can see there, Rich has actually got... They're my 3 on the pod there. He's got 2 there and 1 just around the corner facing a bit towards the right hand side of the swim. So hopefully one of them's going to produce, but yeah, it's well, it's a tough lake, toughest I've ever fished. So just fingers crossed, hope we get a chance again like I did last time. Right, Rich, the reason why we're sat out in this is actually cleared up a little bit in this horrible miserable weather where it gets dark at 5:30 and it's not the warmest of nights, is just for the gorgeous fish in here, isn't it really?
Yeah, they're absolutely just stunning. That's why I joined. I mean, I travel at least an hour and a quarter up here every week, hour and a quarter back as well, so it's well worth fishing for them.
Definitely. Well, we know you've had the Scar Common. Yep. That's your biggest fish out of it so far,
yeah,
isn't it?
34.7, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, stunning.
But you got there's a lot more real nice named fish in here that you're after. Yeah. Just wonder if you could tell us what ones you're after.
Yeah, there's Pablo, which is I think a lot of people are after. It should go about £40 this time of the year.
Nice.
I think it came out earlier on in the year at £40.
Yeah, first time, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's like a big slate grey mirror. That's it's just like a huge pig, really. It's really fat fish. It's just massive. Then you've got the fish called the Mechanical. That's one I really want to catch. That's just a really scaly, chestnut coloured mirror.
Stunning.
Really nice fish. There's a a fish called the HND fish, which the scales actually spell out the letters HND. That's a really unusual one. Again, really scaly. I think it's the same sort of strain as the mechanical. And then there's what other ones are there?
Single scale?
Single scale, yep, single scale. That's the first fish I ever saw on the bank over here. That came out at 36 something. Just a bit, again, a big mirror with just a complete single scale in the middle. I think that's about it. Yeah, the ones I know.
Paw print?
Oh, paw print. Yeah.
I just said that because we were talking about it just then.
Paw print. That's a really unusual fish. That's just literally got a cluster of scales in the middle. Looked like a paw. Picture of a paw.
Fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
There's plenty in there, and the rest ain't too bad either, are they?
Yeah, they're just a great strain. I don't even know what strain of fish they are. They're just very unusual for around this area. So yeah, I'll definitely like to get a few more on the bank.
Yes.
Just got up. Nothing throughout the night apart from absolutely belting rain. It's now 20 to 7. Woke up, find Rich down by the rods. There's a few fish showing all over the place. So we just got to hope that one takes our bait. But yeah, fingers crossed.
Here we go, Chris. Screaming run again.
What happened there with the alarm?
Oh, I haven't got a clue.
He heard the reel about 5 seconds before the alarm, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's going over your side, Rick.
Right.
The fish to Chris Nell. He came off, he started swinging towards Richie's rods. So I gave him a load of pressure, got down right down on the margin again. And he just popped off. He didn't get stuck in the weeds this time, actually. Well, I didn't really see the sort of size, but saw him in about 10 yards out. Richie was just saying, he goes, bite time, and I was, you know, getting a bit worried, we hadn't had nothing all night, but bang. Anyway, so gutted, so gutted. Let's get it back out though, and hopefully catch another one. I haven't even put the pop-up back on the first rod. I can't believe it.
Let's just concentrate getting this one in. Yeah. This is. I
thought that was it. I thought that was my one chance of getting gone.
Right, I'm going to put the camera down and get on the net.
Yeah, we'll just leave it set up on there.
Yeah.
Keep it on us.
Yeah.
Hopefully a bit on the lake. Just put it up on the flat bit, Rich.
That's right there. It's got it. Yeah.
He's still coming, I think.
Don't let him slack, keep that nice and cool. Try not to bounce the rod around.
Okay.
What it does, it jumps the lead.
I can't have a run there, I've got no rock. Oh, low back.
Speed. No, I just tapped it.
Oh. Yeah, he's coming now. Oh, I think he's caked in weed.
Yeah, that's good.
Could get lucky, yeah.
Come down, mate. Reel down to it.
He ain't that big, Rich, I don't think.
Whatever, come on. Well done, mate.
What is he, Rich?
That is
definitely not one of the big boys, but what is he?
20 pounds. I would say 10 ounces.
Sweet.
Lovely
like
comment.
I said, he's not one of the big boys, but can't complain at a 20 in November. But look at this. First fish out of the specimen lake on the syndicate. He's not one of the real big boys, but he's 20 pound 10. It's November, so I'm absolutely chuffed. It was my second run in half an hour. It feels really good to get one out of there. I wish he was slightly bigger, but I don't really care actually. He's a lovely looking common, isn't he? Cracking, back of the land in there. Lovely fish. Right, let's get him back in and get the rods back out. Lovely jump there. Right, obviously absolutely made up with that fish. Yeah, just want to tell you all the bait I've brought to I've had 2 runs today, one landed, obviously one lost. And after last time, Rich showed me the rigs and everything. Well, I brought a big bag of bait down with pellets and everything. All I brought on this session is this. Pot of pop-ups, Mistral, Super Buoyant, Pure Pineapple, and the booster dip. And that's all I've used. And Rich, as your reputation as a carp angler, have I put anything else in?
No, that's it, just that.
That's it. So it's as simple as that. I can't really believe it. I thought it was going to be a lot of bait, a bit of a challenge, but with old Richie's rig there, dead simple. So yeah, absolutely chuffed. All I've got to do now is get Jay on the bank, hopefully get him into a few. Hopefully Rich will get one before we go home today, but if not, we'll probably do another session pretty soon. Hopefully get him on with one of the real big boys, but yeah, just really happy how it's all turned out at the moment. Just fingers crossed, we've still got a few hours of prime time. We'll get another 1 or even 2 on the bank, but you never know. Anyway, back. Well, that's the end of the second session, and thanks to Rich, huge thanks to Rich, I've actually got a fish out.
Result.
Definite result. That rig is, well, that rig works. That's 3 runs over the 2 sessions. Only 1 fish caught. Should have been, I say should have been, it's 1 fish caught out of 3 hookups, but yeah, absolutely chuffed as nuts. Like I say, I wish it was slightly bigger, but it went over the 20. It's a fish out this lake, which is an achievement in itself. Yeah,
we'll definitely get out again and hopefully bag one of the big ones, eh?
That's right, yeah. I mean, me and Jay, we're talking about maybe next spring trying to hit it. Let's just hope we can get on it, because it does get very busy in the spring. I don't understand, we're the only people on it today, aren't we?
Crazy, absolutely crazy with the weather last night. Perfect carping weather.
So. Where are you? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like I say, I mean, I think Rich did me a big favour there as well. He put me on the best side of the swim. He said, but I think next time he's going to go all out for himself. No, he's
no,
going,
you know, yeah.
It was more like your mission to get me one, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, I'm so glad, it's...
That's it, mate. You should become an angling coach or something. That was pretty sound, because we haven't managed in about 5 nights to get one out.
No, it's just nice to get one, isn't it? So.
Certainly was, mate, certainly was. Yeah, it's a lovely lake, and we look forward to getting out some of the name fish, hopefully.
Yeah.
But, a small fish out of here is £20.10, so...
Yeah. That's it.
This is, I definitely enjoy this style of carp fishing. It's not a run a minute. As you can probably tell by the videos, it kind of hops from night until morning, and then it'll be midday. It's just how it is on these lakes, but the rewards are well worth it, aren't they?
Yeah, there's some stunners in here, so keep going at it, and hopefully Pablo will come out next.
Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. Well, hopefully next time, if you're on the camera, you'll get one and show everyone how good you are. But like I said, he put me on the good side of the swim, really. That's where you've had all your fish from, wasn't it?
Same area, yeah.
The spot. So thanks very much, Rich.
That's right.
Thanks thanks for the rig and everything. Feel really confident now about hitting this lake properly. But cheers. Well, I guess might not see Rich next time, but I'll see you next time I'm back at the land, innit?